I watched it obsessively in high school when I was depressed. I watched
So, I'm currently in quarantine. I am back home at my parents' house in Logan, Iowa. And for me, quarantine has been, since my full family is in education, my older sister and my mom are both teachers, and my dad is an administrator. And so most of my family is all back home. My sister's back from Lincoln. And so my days have really just been spent around the house so far. We don't have a stay-at-home warning in Iowa yet, and I don't know if we'll ever have one, but we're still taking into account to stay home and be safe. And it looks like we're going to be doing this for this foreseeable future, and we're all just trying to make the most of it. I'm very grateful that I at least have my family with me. I can't imagine having to live by myself during this time. A lot of big life events have had to be canceled, and I feel like everyone has had one big thing they're looking forward to being canceled. And it is my cousin Bethy's senior year of high school, and so it looks like her graduation might be canceled, and they've had to cancel a ton of stuff, and it was kind of breaking our hearts, and they canceled her senior prom. And I've never even been a big fan of prom. I never went to my own prom, but I recognized this was something important for my cousin, and so we all of us got dressed up and we had a virtual prom. I wore one of my sister's prom dress we all put on, and we FaceTimed them. We danced to bad music, and it was a really pleasant distraction from the rest of our world. So hopefully I'll be able to capture the highs and the lows through this video, what it is like for an average Iowan in this situation, how we're making light of it, moments that are harder, and just all the highs and lows that will inevitably come in the next month or more. Alright, so here is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be finishing this painting, which I started a long time ago, and you can't really tell, but this needs some serious work done to it, as well as some of the background up by this deer. And I'm kind of scared to do it because I haven't painted anything since high school, and I'm kind of scared of seeing that I've lost all my knowledge. So hopefully this doesn't go too bad, and I can actually get this done today. Sometimes this virus seems so far detached from me because I'm in my home all day and I'm just seeing my family and nothing else. And it feels like it's just hitting other parts of the world so much harder. And then you have moments when you freak out because it all feels like it's coming down on you. And the first real big moment where I realized this does affect my community is the first person who died in Omaha was one of my parents' friends from when he worked at a school in Omaha, and he was a realtor when we moved. And then cases started popping up here in Logan, and I knew every single person who was or had connections to everyone who was being diagnosed. So just suddenly realizing how close it could hit our home, and worried about my dad and my grandma, and just it's weird. I made a bunch of face masks for a bunch of people, and I made these for Abby's friend, Misty.
Misty works at a nursing home in a nearby town.
So we're gonna go drop them off for her. So one weird thing I've noticed about quarantine is that I'm having such a harder time getting projects done and stuff. Like my podcast, we normally do it every week. I never have any trouble getting it done. And now without my normal routine, it's so hard for me to find a new routine. And we just haven't been able to, we've been able to get them out, but it's been a lot harder than normal. And so lately we've been calling each other up the night before they're supposed to come out saying, crap, I forgot about Watchable this week. But we're able to figure it out hopefully this week, and we'll still get an episode out on time. But it's so weird how even though having way more time, it's way harder for me to actually get this stuff done. So Abby and I are journeying seats, which is something we definitely would not have time to do under normal circumstances. So hopefully they actually come up. Abby, you want to share your lettuce growing technique?
So, what you do, you have these strips of lettuce things. So I've tried to grow these before, and they didn't work. So this time, I took these strips and I just ripped them apart and just scattered the seeds everywhere.
Do you think it's gonna work?
0% chance.